Today is May 17th, 2026, and this video is not the normal video. It's also not a video telling you guys to stop being creepy, because I feel like we've gotten the point across pretty well now. But, okay, well, my brain has stopped. I'm so sorry. First things first, I'm aware my hair is messy. I can see it. I have eyes. They work. I can't control the hair. I have tried. It does not work. It does not want to do this. This is how it will look like. I'm very sorry. The second thing, the most important thing. Today I finished another book. But the fun part was how I finished the book, because I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a very big reader, and I have been since I was a kid, right? Like, I was 4 years old learning how to read, and the next thing my parents knew, I was consuming just about every single book that I could get my hands on. I love reading, and one of my favorite things to do when I was younger was to sit near my family, put on my own music, and just read. And I haven't been able to do that in a long time, mainly because we never really have any quiet time. Not because we're busy or anything, but we can never have quiet time when we're eating because my sister and my mom both have problems with mouth noises, and I get it. So we always had to have TV on. But we always had the TV on when I was younger. I wasn't a TV person. I never have been. I don't like TV at all. So, but yeah, I've never really been a TV person, and that was all that my parents really did when I was younger. So the easiest way for me to read was to put on some music and to read a book. But it kind of started to change, because as I got older, I realized my parents kind of wanted me to pay more attention to the TV shows. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not a very big TV show person. It's just not for me. I'm just not. I just don't really care for them. They're there. That's cool. That's good for other people, but that's never really been for me. So I've always felt pressured to like television. And then once I hit like 12 or 13, my parents got me a phone, basically, to be able to contact them, because, you know, you can't leave your 12-year-old without a way to contact the parents. And, like, it's a whole thing. It's a whole story. But once I got my phone, obviously, you know, I was young, I was impressionable, and I had unlimited internet access. So I kind of became addicted to the internet in a sense. Right? I started reading fan fiction. Still haven't stopped that. Fan fiction? Banger when you can find a good one. Right? YouTube and Instagram and all those stuff that they're supposed to get your attention, I should say, sorry. They're supposed to get your attention, and it worked. It worked wonders for me, because it got my attention for long periods of time, and it passed time. I was very, very lonely as a kid. You probably can tell, because of course you could tell. But I was just very lonely as a kid, and I wasn't really able to, like, talk to other people very much. So the only way for me to really interact with other people was through a phone. So it was like the only way I could do that. And recently, I've been trying to kind of get away from that. I've been trying to kind of like limit how much I spend on my phone, but at the same time, I don't want to limit it. I'd rather just replace it, you know? So that's why I've been reading a lot more. But getting back into reading has also been really hard, because I'm not a kid anymore, right? The same books that I read back there aren't necessarily the same books that are interesting me. Oh my gosh, that did not come out right. I'm so sorry. But, like, the books that I used to read as a kid are not the same books that interest me now. For example, if I look at the books on my book stack right now to read, I wouldn't have read any of those when I was a kid. I would have hated those books when I was a kid, right? Because the only thing I liked as a kid was Rick Riordan and Geronimo Stilton. Thea Stilton, actually. I liked her better than Geronimo, but the point still stands, right? I have spent so much time on the internet that I don't know who I am anymore. And I don't know what I like. But what I do know is that spending time doing the things that younger me used to like, at least, kind of helps me figure out what I like, right? I like putting on some music and reading a book. I mean, that's how I finished that book. And I like being near people, but not when it comes with expectations of watching a show. Because I don't want to watch a show, I want to hang out. Right? I understand I'm not perfect at it either. Right? I know that. I know I'm not perfect at giving people full attention. But the thing is, no one's ever given me full attention in my life. So I don't really know how to display that to other people. But there is just something so therapeutic about sitting on a couch with my dog cuddled up against me and reading a book. It was so nice. And I wish I did it more. I really do. I don't typically hang out with my parents a whole lot because they like reality TV or shows like The Middle or The Goldbergs. There's a couple other that they really, really like as well, but those are like the main ones that they watched all the time, and I don't like that kind of stuff. I've always liked books or people genuinely being kind to others. And that's not really in TV shows. So I've never really had a way to like connect in that way. So it's been really nice that I don't have to connect through shows. I can connect through presence. Presence, not presents. Presenc, I think is how you spell that. Don't ask me, I don't know how to spell. I don't know why I spelled that. That's rude of me. But yeah, it's been a really good day. I've been really happy. I finished a book, and now I'm on to the last one of the series. I can't show you the front, but I can show you this side. It is very damaged. This book last checked out in 2015. That is 11 years old. No, actually, that's older than that. Jeez. It has been 11 years since that book has been checked out. But here I am, right? That's another thing that's like really nostalgic about libraries. This book has been passed over for years, right? But every time that you read a library book, you are reading the same book that others before you also thought were interesting. It's just, I'm so happy I'm getting back into reading because I get to connect with my parents again, and I get to connect with other people again, regardless of if it's physically or just metaphorically. It's been really, really nice. So today was really nice. But I've got a book to go read now. So that's it. Sorry for talking for so long. Bye bye.